So I fell out of my own destiny in the United States. I battled the battle that JFK battled. I battled the battle that Donald J. Trump is battling. I battled the battle that everyone who joined Donald Trump is battling. And my family honor reached out, and at one point it ran out. So I don't know who you are in the United States, but the seconds, tick, tock, at one point your honor is gonna run out. And that one will leave Destiny United States. And that one will leave Endgame United States. And this one will leave Endgame United States. You're all going to fall one after the other. I already fell, so listen to me. So I got up again in this German Destiny, played a chess game with the American experience I have. So I don't have family honor anymore, but I have memory. So I know how to play the game, so I can just restart the game. So I restarted the game, became leader in German Destiny. I have to do the things to do what I do so that the karma increase, whereby the helmet and the spirit of Germany go more positive, and all of a sudden, checkmate, poof, enemies fall. So if you really listen to what I'm saying, it's like, okay, my honor ended, and then I'm making a new honor in a different game. I don't give up. It's like, okay, Satan struck my destiny. Lucifer, Moon and Star fucked up my destiny. It's not a shame. You know what I mean? If you are in the United States and Donald Trump, falls in this war against Lucifer, Moon and Star, is that a shame? Is it a shame? You know what I mean? If you do not complete the assignment against the beast. So what the Bible says? The Bible says in the end of days comes the beast empire. This thing going to be so fucking huge that only Jesus Christ can destroy it. That's what we're up to. You know what I mean? That's what's upon the world. This reversed thing, the woke empire. That's the reversed, the anti-Christian energy all over the place. You go stand in front of the beast and go like, fuck you. What do you think's going to happen? Defying the beast. That's not your ordinary thing. I don't want to go too much in that, but I did that. I go like, hey guys, you want to see Holy Grail and Matrix Code and stuff? Yeah, that was my last steps. Right? So I don't know what you think you are, okay? I know you think you're special, but I was born in the Chinese Imperial Dragon Throne. I can do imperialism. I can chop that thing. I could chop that fucking thing into two pieces. I tell you the truth. So I don't know what you think you are, but sooner or later you're going to find out what you really are, and you're going to fall. Your destiny is going to end just like mine, one after the other, and I rebuild. And to get something going on here in Germany, I need to find the German destiny's timeline and overcome the karma whereby the German destiny leaves out of the curse, just like how American destiny left the curse. And then I need to lead the German destiny out of the familiar spirits. And then I have to lead them out of the dead bodies. And then I have to fight the rival curse. And then we have German Destiny 2.0. And then I am leader of German Destiny 2.0. And then I rise again. Only that's new family honor. And that is not one nation under God. Did you all hear me, United States? This is my quote-unquote maximum potential. Do you hear me? I'm trying to show you something. So I was once upon a time called by God in the destiny of America to help the United States fight the Lucifer Morningstar thing that's going on over there. And I fought the battle, and I went down with honor, and I fell down to the normal world. Not one nation under God. And here I'm like, okay, I remember all of that. Let me go do it here. I show you the path I need to walk to regain family honor. Only that's going to be a different type of family honor. It's still a great family honor. Imagine I accomplish this. Imagine I repeat the game that Donald Trump is playing in the United States, here in Germany. I successfully pull this thing off. It can be a great honor to complete this mission, but it's not the same thing, ladies and gentlemen, in the United States. Losing one nation under God, destiny, being born as an instrument of God, is a whole other level. I lost that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm no longer playing that game. You in the United States are still playing that game. So I can still influence the German timeline by making you aware of this. All right, one or the other, one after the other, you're going to lose your family honor, and then what's going to happen is what you're going to see. Donald J. Trump is the only one who has family honor left. This is what I want to talk with you about. Donald J. Trump. Right. So I claim that there's a new destiny of the United States called the America 2.0. Right, trying to prepare you for that. In America 2.0, it's like the Donald J. Trump show. So I already prepared you. It's a free show. It's free. It's a free world, free America. But it's the Donald J. Trump show because he's the only one who has the birthright and the calling. You know what I mean? Donald J. Trump has the calling to defeat the beast. God chose Donald Trump to defeat the beast. Nobody can find a way to finish his mission. People can help his mission, but he is destined for that. It's his destiny to defeat that thing. So everyone can give it a shot. If you are the United States, you can do you, just like how I did me. Did you see me do me? That was excellent, right? But it did not cut the head of the dragon. All right? I scratched it. Maybe I even cut it, but I didn't kill it. All right? So I don't know what you're doing over there in the United States, but at one time you're going to find out what your score is, and then the games are over, and then Donald Trump is going to cut off the head. That's a little bit the future of the United States. He has enough family honor to get that done. He's like King David. You know what I mean? The ancient Israel had all kinds of hierarchy. You had priests, you had this, you had that, you had general, all kinds of people in ancient Israel. And then there was David, chosen by God. And then all the champions and all the players and everyone tried to, figure out what was the right thing to do and stay in position and stuff. And then God said, end. New establishment. Boom, there. And there's the new, right? So it doesn't matter how strong you are in the human. I was doing this on an imperial level. It doesn't matter. It's called human will, human power. It's human concentration, skill. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm preparing you. So the human thing is going to stop and the godly thing is going to start. And then there's going to come a godly hierarchy system. And I showed you how that worked. All right? So I showed you the game. The difficulty level keeps increasing. You need to purify your fear, purify the corruption. Every time God makes a new situation in the United States destiny, and then you are going to be confronted with what will it take to corrupt you? Will it be woman? Will it be fear? Will it be, you know what I mean? I told you the story. So it's like a combat grandmaster. You have to be worthy. So whatever appears in front of you, you need to do what is just, no matter what you lose. That was the game, right? It's an easy to understand game. But there is another game that people overlook. And I'm going to show you this, and it's going to make you feel great shame. If you're an American, you're going to feel shame right now. I'm going to put you to shame. Okay? So I've been prophet of God for I don't know how long that was, maybe 10 years. Yeah, maybe even 11. And you know what I learned in those 11 years in the Church of Jesus Christ? So as prophet of God, I walk in these churches under the influence of the Spirit of God. And you know what happens there? There is some kind of a process happening. It's like, imagine that there is a caterpillar and the caterpillar go in the cocoon. And then after the process of the cocoon, Satan wants to kill the cocoon, and then you have these guardians and all these kind of people, teachers, evangelists, prophets, apostles, all these people who try to get the one in the cocoon to not give up and keep doing what needs to be done to be found worthy, and then comes the butterfly, right? So in the 10, 11 years as prophet of God, every time when there is a church somewhere and this transition, the Bible says you cannot enter heaven without being born again. When this born again process is being threatened, I have the experience of being used by God to walk in there and start threatening people. Like the anger of God, right? I got a lot of experience with that. So everyone has a different role in the Church of Jesus Christ. It's a transformational process, and it can become in danger. It's an active working. So if you really pay attention to what I'm saying, the whole thing is about the one in the cocoon. I'm going to put you to shame, United States. The whole thing is about the one in the cocoon. United States. So you can say you're a priest, And your church can be full. You know what I mean? You can say that you're a prophet, and you can be a multimillionaire. You can say whatever you think you are, spiritual or whatever, and you're more spiritual than everyone else, but you don't identify, right? So in the Bible is written that the apostles of God, there were 12 apostles, and there was Jesus Christ, and the apostles were like, who's the greatest? Jesus. Who of us is the greatest? Ego. Who is the greatest, right? So all of the United States is in this battle. Okay, Donald Trump is chosen by God, sure. So, okay, what is he doing? He's trying to fight the devil. Okay, we're going to show Donald Trump that we can do it too, right? And I'm not saying that I'm not doing that. I'm doing that too. But there is something else that I'm doing as well. I understand that man is chosen by God. He's in the cocoon. So you can claim in the United States that you're a priest, blah, 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 blah. But how much did you invest in trying to get the caterpillar in the cocoon and protecting the cocoon until the butterfly is coming out? How much did you invest, United States? Do you understand the assignment of God? There is a battle, yes, but there's more than just this battle. When a man is under divine election, the church is supposed to, it's like Islam, ladies and gentlemen. Islam rejects Jesus Christ. Islam says we listen to the laws of God, but we don't believe that God is a man, so we reject the choice of God. It's the same thing like Jews. Jews believe in the God, but they don't accept the messenger. Let it go away. We can do it without this, right? So it's the same thing happening again in the United States. God chose Donald Trump to fulfill this divine duty, and then God sees if you're a true Christian. And being a true Christian is more than the capability to stand in front of the evil and have no fear. Being a Christian is more than the ability to summon the power of God and destroy the enemy. Being a Christian is more than doing good deeds in society to increase your social credit score. Being a Christian is also to identify who did God choose in the chess game. Who is the king on the stage? Because that's the game, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are an envious man, when you have little issues, when you have a little Napoleon complex, or you have a low self-esteem issues, and you see this rich man, this powerful man, and whatever, and he has a history, all kinds of stuff in his history, we don't want to have God's choice. I don't want to have anything to do with that unstable man. I would call Donald Trump quite unstable. Good days, bad days. So it's again this caterpillar going in the cocoon, and I'm watching the cocoon going like, wait a second, the man in the cocoon is behaving weird, but it is still the man in the cocoon. Okay, so sometimes I come online and give a verbal whoop, you know what I mean, or like something like that. I'm harsh sometimes. That's just what I do because I'm protecting the cocoon. I know that's the will of God. It's more important that Donald Trump accomplish his assignment. His feelings, whatever, forget it. He needs to accomplish assignment, right? Do you have an attitude like that in the United States if you're a priest? Does the round table of the United States have an attitude like that when you're dealing with Donald J. Trump? Okay, I told you I was going to put you to shame. So it's again the ego and the pride of the United States prevents you from taking care of the cocoon because you're envious of the man in the cocoon because it's not you. So as prophet of God, I was in the church, and the thing is, if it's not your son, that God chooses, then you have no interest in it. You know what I mean? When God chooses your son, you're going to be happy and you're going to scream off the roof, God chose my son. But nobody will give a shit because everyone wants his own son to be chosen. So everyone is like Jesus, and oh, hallelujah in the church. And I'm experienced as prophet of God. I've seen this. But Donald Trump is not your son. Donald Trump is not on your side. Donald Trump is not doing you favors. So when Donald Trump doesn't do you any favors, you're not going to do him any favors. Total selfishness. You know what I mean? The level of civilization in the United States at this moment of time is being exposed. You're selfish. If you were not selfish, you would see the cocoon and take care of the man in the cocoon and wait until the butterfly shows up. And the butterfly will defeat the devil. The butterfly will put America free. The butterfly will do it, not this man in this cocoon. That's just the man in the cocoon. He just entered office. What do you expect? It's a man from the world, right? So you claim to be Christian in the United States. And some of you understand battle. Some of you understand holiness. Some of you understand charity. But do you understand mind of God, will of God? Not your will of your ego, will of God. How can you serve a man like Donald Trump if you're a narcissist? Because he's going to remind you how small you are. Right? So when God demands perfection, he demands that your ego is gone. So maybe God put a big man on the throne to see if there's in the United States a man or a woman who got no fucking ego issues. Right? Ego issues. Can you overcome your pride and do the will of God instead of your will, no matter what God's choice is? That's called service to God. How many of you in the United States know what service to God means? I told you I was going to put you to shame. So I know the code. I'm showing you this thing. So, okay. I lost my destiny. And I told you about the social credit score system in the United States. Donald Trump has the most. And then there's his round table. And they still all have the power to play the game in the United States. And I do not. Do you hear me? I don't have a destiny in the United States anymore. Let me tell you what is so important. Having a destiny is so important. I'm going to show you how important it is to have a destiny. So I claim I lost my destiny. I lost my destiny and now I'm the leader of the German destiny. That means virtually, I'm not trying to insult anyone, but that's not the same. When you have a destiny, you have a destinical woman. Do you know what that means? A woman who will truly love you because she will emulate the love of God for you. You know what I mean? If you are a normal man like Caesar, right? I told you about the story of Caesar. You can compare Donald Trump to Jesus Christ and you can compare me with Caesar, figuratively speaking. Yeah, when Caesar walks around in the Roman Empire, if I walk around in Germany, there are going to be plenty of individuals that want to do business with me. Because of my position, because of my capability, because of what I can provide them, and they can provide me things as well. That's called open trade destiny. Freedom of interaction with each other and assist each other's well-being. Creating a civilization. That's not real destiny. It might be God authorized, you know what I mean? It might be, a godly accepted civilization. But it is not the type of civilization that you see in Avengers. You know what I mean? Or the type of civilization that you see in Harry Potter. Or the type of civilization you see in Lord of the Rings. Or the type of civilization, right? It's like that divinity thing going on. That's not happening here. That's happening in the United States. So the moment you see all these stories of a man eternally falling in love with a woman and the perfect love and stuff, and everything is just in the wind, right? Your destiny in the wind, everything great. It's like world leader type of, the whole world look at that thing. That's called American destiny. And you, one after the other, are losing the family honor to maintain American destiny. But Donald Trump is designed by God to do American destiny 2.0. So it's going to become Donald Trump's destiny. When does Donald Trump come out of this cocoon, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, then it's going to be the Donald Trump destiny and no longer the American destiny. And everyone around him, you don't have a destiny anymore. Just like me. Sooner or later, also, you're going to find out. Look at Elon Musk. Look at how he changed. All of a sudden, yes, sir. Look at all the other ones. They first scream against Donald Trump. Now it's, sir, yes, sir. It's one after the other. The destiny is converted to Donald Trump destiny. It's the family honor of Donald Trump. The American destiny is transforming in the family honor of Donald Trump. So the moment I took Merkaba, General-in-Chief, Ancient One of America, and I'm logging in, United States Destiny, I am logging in under the family honor of Donald J. Trump. Not my own honor, because that's German, and that's not one nation under God. So I acquired in combat, legally, a piece of technology called General-in-Chief, Ancient One of America, and I'm logging in, and I'm under the same rules that everyone else in the United States is with this technology, and then I'm free to move, emulating the honor of the honor of Donald J. Trump, under Jesus Christ. And then I can rebuild honor, but it's still the honor of Donald J. Trump. So the moment you improve the American destiny, look at what I did. Look at these podcasts. What I did as American Ancient One. So, if you improve the American destiny, you get special rights. So I have a new destiny. Yes. American Destiny 2.0, family honor that is not Donald Trump's family honor. I found a way to enter the destiny of Donald J. Trump, improve it in such a way that God gave me the right to an individual destiny again. An American one. One nation under God. Alright? So when you have pride, when you have arrogance, when you have ego issues, when you have Napoleon issues, blah, 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 you will never identify that Donald Trump is in the cocoon. And you will never assist maintaining and nourishing the cocoon. You will go in the battlefield all in front as a fucking idiot and try to fight the devil, but you don't see the bigger picture of God because you're not interested in it, because your pride is blinding you. You do not belong in the future of America. If you're arrogant, you do not belong in the future of America. If you're envious, you do not belong in the promised land. How many times did I talk with you in a prophetic podcast and go like, hey, I'm going to do the Moses, the people management thing. Okay? I'm doing it again. If you have any negative energy in you and you don't see the bigger picture, you will leave Donald Trump alone because you're like, who gives a shit? He's big enough. He can fix his own business. I have to fix my business. It's not the will of God. Okay? So it is service to God, and if you serve God, you will see the hierarchy of God, and you will see the purpose, and you will see that it is the destiny of Donald Trump to cut that demon into two pieces. And not just and not like a wild man, just scratch that demon yourself and die among the process. It is a shame. So if you serve your nation, you can get special rights. How does that work again? Look, I keep telling you, it's like imperialism. It's like, ancient Britain, there was a king, and the king sometimes granted special rights, duke of this, count of that, and stuff. And then the man had their own destiny, special status. Okay? So I'm telling you, U.S. General-in-Chief, Tablet, Minister of Defense and Justice, that's their own destiny now. I'm no longer in the Donald J. Trump destiny. I adapted the Donald J. Trump's destiny with my skills, whereby the Donald J. Trump destiny is harmonizing in a way that he could not have made up himself. This is how you acquire special rights. So if you are so jealous and envious of that man, and you want to have freedom so bad, and no longer want to play the Donald Trump One Man Show, and you want to have new family honor, well then first learn what humility is. First learn what God worship is. How can you say you're a God worshiper and God chose that man and you just let that man fight the battle all alone because your ego is hurt? No, you're deceiving yourself.